Hey everybody, this is Jamie, aka Diary of a Liver Transplant Patient, and this is episode 2 of my little diary. Today I wanted to dedicate this video to a group of people and actually talk about this group of people, and that group of people are the amazing professionals called nurses. I cannot express enough how much I appreciate nurses. Um, they do so much. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong because I'm not a doctor. I don't see behind the curtain. But in my opinion, nurses do more than doctors. And sometimes I've found also nurses definitely know more than doctors on a lot of things. And I I have had the privilege of having some amazing nurses in my 37-year tenure as a transplant patient. Um, uh, One I can remember specifically, her name was Vicky, and I called her the chip lady. She always stole one chip whenever she came in because that was my favorite snacks as a kid in the hospital was some chips, and she would always come in, take one, and she would always make sure I saw it because I would always, from what she told me, gave the best reactions. um, One thing I also remember a lot is nurses wanted to rub my head quite a bit because I always kept it buzz cut and shaved. Uh, they always would want to kind of rub my head, and doctors would sometimes want to do that too. And so what I started to do, joke around, of course, was uh, I I said that every rub on my shaved head would cost 25 cents. However, when it came to doctors, I charged them $1 because they made more money. And so yeah, Vicky was an amazing nurse. Um, one, uh, One lady that worked in the nurse's desk, her name was Vula, and this was again at Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. Um, I remember some nurses just recently, actually. I was in California and I ended up getting uh, cellulitis on my right leg, which was unbelievably painful. And I was vacationing with, I was visiting my best friend down there. Shout out to Noelle, love you. And the cellulitis happened, and long story short, I was admitted into the hospital after getting very sick, and I'll probably go over this stuff in another video because it's quite a story for sure. But yeah, so this one nurse, her name was Cherry. She was very nice and she was very good at her job. Like you could tell that she had a passion for it, and I think those kind of nurses are, in my opinion, the best because I find those with a passion for what they do, they want to help people more and they want to do a good job. And I really have found like 80% of the nurses I've had in my life, they've been like that. Like there's been so many times where I have been so impressed with how just amazing they are, not just because of the unbelievable hard work they do, but because of just everything. But anyways, back to Cherry. She was very nice, and I got to a point which was incredibly rare for me. I got to a point where I was unbelievably fed up. I believe it was fifth day in the hospital. I couldn't see any family because they weren't able to fly down to California. So my mom and my sister were back in Victoria. And Cherry could see that I was pretty fed up. And she was like just really kind about it. And finally, I exploded in my way because sometimes when I get really upset in the hospital and I really show it, which is kind of rare for me because it takes a lot to really upset me. And um, when I show it in the hospital, I try to show it in a way that is respectful, not just like if I'm sharing a room with someone, but also I don't want to like aim it at the nurses. I don't want to aim it at the doctors because they are trying to help. They are, it's not their fault you're going through such a horrific experience. And so I remember Cherry said to me, uh, we're like, I just kind of tightened up and got really just like, I didn't want to deal with anybody. And Cherry she was standing next to me and she said to me, "You can hit my arm if you want." And I just kind of looked at her and she's like, you can yell at me if you want." And I looked at her and I said, "No." And she said, "Well, you can. Getting that out, it helps." And I said, "Yeah, but you don't come to work to be abused, physically and verbally, that, and plus that's not how I get out my anger. That may work for some people, but that's just not me. I was like that as a kid. I was a very angry young boy, because of everything that was going on. And so I showed it a lot more, but, I'm an adult now, and I got to show respect to people who are just trying to help me. And so, Cherry then, a little bit later on, she really could see that I was upset. And so she brought some, I believe, not incense, but just these, I can't remember the name right now, but they're these little capsules and you just kind of smell them. And it's like lavender and just various smells that just make the hospital room a little bit nicer and feel like not so much home, but just more comfortable. And so she came in and she gave me, I think, maybe 8 different ones. And I'll find, because I kept some of them, I'll find them and show them on a future video. But yeah, it was just, oh, it just touched my heart so much. And um, I I did get frustrated. I did get angry because I couldn't see my family and I missed home so much. I was down in I was down in California for uh, I'd say 2.5 weeks before this happened, and I was just about to go home and I got admitted. And again, I'm going to go into that story on another video. This video is about nurses, and I am so thankful for you. If you are watching and you are a nurse, this is for you. Anybody who is a nurse, thank you for everything you do. Your 12 hours plus of work each day. If I'm sure a lot of you go over 12 hours because you're amazing at your job. It's appreciated. And I know we showed our appreciation during COVID, but I don't think that we show our appreciation enough for what nurses do. And this is for you. And I really thank you for your incredible help and everything you do. And my call to viewers, anybody who views this video, if you watch this and you are in the hospital, God forbid, or you are going to be in the hospital, God forbid, just give a nurse a big thank you for me. And if, regardless in your tougher times, regardless if you are at that point that I was at, try to show that respect and consideration for nurses, because even though you know, they're the closest target when you are so frustrated. They deserve so much more support as well. Um, they're on their feet so long during the day. They're hustling and bustling. I've seen things in my time in the hospitals that have shocked me because I didn't think a person was capable of working that hard. And then I saw nurses, and I really saw that incredible example of what hard work truly is. And so, thank you so much. So, again, nurses everywhere, globally, thank you for your hard work. And I think this is the end of the video for now, but thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like what you see and want to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Take care of each other.